Concerns are growing that North Korea could ignore international sanctions and go ahead with another nuclear test. However, South Korea's vice foreign minister says he has faith that Pyongyang will see the light despite the regime's track record. Kwon Soa brings us Lim Sung-nam's positive take on the communist state's next move.
Years of efforts to bring North Korea to the right side of history have so far failed to result in desired outcomes, be it through dialogue or pressure. That's what South Korea's Vice Foreign Minister Lim Sung-nam said during a lecture to journalists from across the world at the Journalist Forum for World Peace in Seoul on Monday. The minister said, however, that being an optimist and realist, he hopes and believes that Pyongyang can eventually be brought to the right side of history.
My firm belief comes from the fact that the international community, including China and Russia, has never been more united in the determination to counter North Korea's nuclear and missile threat.
That said, Im stressed that the world can no longer afford to be subjected to Pyongyang's deceit and intimidation, and that it's time to make the regime realize that concentration on weapons development will only lead to self-destruction. He added Pyongyang's nuclear program will threaten the Korean people's livelihood, stability in Northeast Asia, and worldwide peace.
Now is the time to create an environment in which North Korea cannot survive without changing its calculation. In short, it is the world versus North Korea.
And representing the world's voices, journalists were encouraged by Vice Minister Im to remind North Korea that its nuclear threats serve no interests, including its own. Kwon Soa, Arirang News.